Hello guys, I'm back and as promised I'll be talking about the transaction log again today. So in my last video I told like how we can limit the transaction from the application end, like by giving frequent commits at the application level we can reduce the usage of the transaction log. Now how can you make sure from the database end like your transaction never gets filled up or it does not impact any other application in your production environment? So for that, at the database level we have 4 parameters which we need to look into. Okay, so these are the 4 parameters. Number 1 is log primary, log secondary, max log, and num log span. So what is log primary and log secondary? Now whenever a transaction is done on a database, first the record will be written to the transaction logs and then to the data file. Now in DB2 we have log primary and log secondary. So here you can see that log primary is set to 13 and log secondary is set to 12. Okay, so basically at this point in time we have 25 logs which our transaction can use. As per DB2, the sum of log primary and log secondary cannot exceed 256 logs. Okay, now there's also another parameter which defines the size of these log files. Okay, so this is the log file size. It's in 4 KB pages. So at this point it is set to 1024 4 KB pages. So basically it's a 4 MB file. Now if you see the current setting, I can have 25 log files of each 4 MB size, right? So basically it comes around 100 MB. So your transaction cannot go beyond 100 MB. Okay, so which is a very small space if you consider a production database. Now as I told you, the log primary plus log secondary cannot exceed 256. So if you have a database where you have a huge number of transactions going on and your transaction size is very big, you might have to increase your log file size. Okay, and the other thing is log primary and log secondary. So log primary is allocated, the log files are allocated, it's pre-allocated when you start the database. Okay, and log secondary will be allocated only on demand, like you have exhausted your 13 logs here. So once you have exhausted the primary logs, one secondary log will be allocated. Again, if the transaction is filling up the secondary log, secondary log, it will again allocate one more log. So it's like on an ad hoc basis, one by one each log will be allocated, but log primary is allocated, is pre-allocated. So when the log secondary logs are allocated, there's a slight performance impact because it has to create the file on the disk, right? So it's a slight performance impact. So in some of the environment like SAP, what they recommend is to keep the log secondary to 0 for highest performance, so that they can avoid any kind of IO bottlenecks at the log file size. Now and as I said, the log primary will be pre-allocated during the database activation. Okay, so what is max log and num log span, the other two parameters? Now for example, I have set the log primary to 100 and log secondary to 100 as well, so I have a total of 200 logs. Now max underscore log, what it does is you can define a parameter, you can define a value in percentage. Now for example, if I give 90, max log is set to 90. In that case, if a transaction consumes 90% of the log primary, so for example, if log primary is set to 100 and my max log is set to 90, a single application can consume up to 90% of the log primary. So in that case, 90 primary logs. As soon as it fills the 90th log and tries to get to the 91st log, the application will be automatically killed by the database. Okay, now again this has to be done in agreement with the customer SLA, right? So we cannot just go and set the parameter as we wish, so it has to be done with an agreement from the customer. So that is the use of max underscore log. So max underscore parameter will only look at the value of the log primary, not the log secondary. Okay, so and the value you define here is the percentage. Now coming back to num underscore log underscore span, in this case imagine you have set the log primary to 100 and log secondary to 200, so you have a sum of 200. Now if I mention num underscore log span to 180, it's a numeric number. Okay, my single transaction can consume up to 180 logs, and once it tries to access the 180 first log, the application will be killed by the db2. So num log span looks at the sum of log primary plus log secondary, whereas max underscore logs only look at the log primary value, and max underscore log defines a percentage, and num underscore log underscore span is a numeric number. Okay, so using these 5 parameters you can make sure that your transaction log never gets filled up and you don't run into any kind of production issue. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you.